Happy 2020, beautiful people. Welcome to the Thrive Forever Fit Show. Welcome to season 3 of the Thrive Forever Fit Show. I'm still your host, Jay Nixon. And as always, the purpose and the mission and the passion of this show is to disrupt your current way of thinking, inspire you to think differently, and give you the tools and the knowledge to transform yourself into the person that you absolutely deserve to be. Now, we are going to start off this year, this season with a bang. This episode hit me like a ton of bricks as 2019 started winding down, when I started thinking about why people struggle. What is it? What makes people struggle so freaking much? And it hit me. They give away their power. Think about that for a second. How often do you give away your power? For how long have you been giving away your power to people, places, things, food, insecurities, self-doubt, quitting on your own self? How long have you been giving away your power to things? And I took it even a step deeper. It's the statement of whatever. People say that all the time. It's like, oh, whatever, like I'll just do it later, or whatever, I deserve this, or whatever, it's not that big of a deal, or whatever, like I'll just start my diet at the first of the year. So the title of this episode is actually When Whatever Turns into What the Fuck, because that's always what happens. So if you've got a kid in the car, you probably want to earmuff them. I probably should have told you that before I dropped the first F-bomb. I'm going to do my best to say WTF just in case, but if it slips out, it slips out. But don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? One of my clients said that today. It's a great saying. I don't use it nearly enough. Don't miss the forest for the trees. Like don't miss the message because I said a naughty word, okay? Stay with me here because this episode is important and it will be a game changer for you if you stop giving your power away. So I want to give you a couple of analogies, a couple of examples. When whatever turns into WTF, and it happens all the time, it's happening around you right now. The people who give away their power are always use the phrase whatever, which is the most powerless statement that a human can make because it's never whatever. Everybody always has a thought, an opinion, a desire, something that they want, but they give it away because they don't have strength in their own belief system. They don't have strength in the belief in themselves. And so they're like, whatever, like I want to eat this just giant bundt cake. And so I'm just going to eat it and whatever. I'll just start my diet tomorrow. No, you won't. Whatever. I'm just going to do this. And then I'll get back on track next week. No, you won't. Whatever. No, you won't. You don't. Right. And that's why you're where you are today. Or why that person that you're thinking about right now is where they are today is because they continuously give away their power. And they do it through simple statements like, whatever, I don't care. Doesn't matter. It matters. Everything matters. Your decisions matter. And all whatever is a decision to defer your success, your happiness, your amazingness, your awesomeness to a later date, which probably will never show up because you'll always keep using the whatever code of disbelief in your life. So the point of this podcast, the mission of this particular podcast is to disrupt you and shake you enough where you stop using the phrase whatever. It doesn't matter because you matter. It matters. And until you start believing that, until you start feeling that, until you start using stronger, more powerful language, until you eliminate weak language, disempowering, language that makes me want to throw up out of your life, you're going to struggle because when you defer, when you give away your power, when you don't stand firm in what it is that you want, you always just get what you tolerate. And what you're willing to tolerate is never going to be the highest level of what you deserve. So think about that right now. What are you tolerating in your life by using that simple phrase of whatever, like it's not a big deal. Like I'll start later. Like don't start later, start now. Like you deserve it. Think about where you're at right now with your health and fitness. Think about what you feel like right now, listening to this podcast. What would have been different about right now if you hadn't have deferred, if you hadn't have said whatever in October or November or December, and you would have said, you know what, I'm going to start now. I'm going to stand firm in my power. I'm not going to whatever myself out of this one, and I'm going to get what I want to get. Where would you be right now? Where would you be with your job if you did that? Where'd you be with your relationships if you did that? It doesn't matter, right? That's what people always say. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's no big deal. It's a big deal. There's no such thing as not a big deal. Success is found. Ask any successful person. Success is found in the little, small details. If you guys heard my podcast last season with Joe DeSena, the guy who created the Spartan races, we talk about how there's a bunch of knobs all over, and somebody just turns the knob, this small little knob. There's hundreds of knobs, but they just turn this one just slightly where it's no longer on the right course. Well, then eventually that plane, train, whatever it is, ends up in a completely different place of where it's not supposed to be, where it didn't want to go. And it was through a simple movement of a knob, just a small angle. So you see that small angle, if moved in the right direction or left in the right direction, will get you where you want to go. It's never turning all the knobs, because then the whole damn thing would just shut down. It's never a big grandiose event that's going to get you what you want in life. It's always something very small and minuscule. It's always the consistency of doing something small over and over and over and over again. The consistency of getting up every morning and working out before you go to work. The consistency of planning your meals so that you don't snack in the break room. The consistency of holding yourself accountable to the things that you want in life and not using disempowering language like whatever. You guys know I'm a vocabulary freak. I know that the words we use dictate the power, the strength, and the destination that we arrive at. It's proven time and time and time again. Think about the language you're using. Is it indicative of who you want to be and where you want to go? And the easiest way to answer that is, are you where you want to be? Are you where you want to be, and do you have what you want to have? If you don't, the easiest thing to do, the most simplistic thing to do, is to change the way you speak, to change the words that come out of your mouth. A lot of people in my program, they always say, well, I'm trying. When in actuality, they're actually doing. And I always flip the script. I'm like, you're not trying, you're doing. But if they don't start to use that language and stop saying I'm trying, because I'm trying is, again, it's weak language. It's language that provides you with an out. Because when you try, you still have the option to fail. And I'm not saying failure is a bad thing. Fail fast. Like, go all in, fail fast. But I'll flip that a little deeper. When you're saying I'm trying, it still gives you the option to quit. When you're doing, it's much harder to quit. So I try to get them to use better, more powerful language. Like, I'm doing this currently. I'm not trying to do this. But see, their brain has been programmed to use disempowering language. And so it's up to me as their coach and their mentor. I've got to flip that on them. And that little switch from trying to doing creates a new neural pathway in their brain that makes them believe in themselves. And they actually say, holy shit, I am doing this. I'm not trying anymore. Trying is what I used to do when I kept quitting and quitting and quitting and quitting. I'm actually in the game. I'm off the sidelines. I'm playing. I'm winning. And when you start winning, you win more. Winners win and losers lose. You've heard me say that a million times if you've listened to this podcast any at all. If it's your first time, get used to it. I say it a lot, and it's true. And there's no rhyme or reason for it other than this. Winners consistently do the little things over and over and over again. Winners don't use whatever. You'll never hear a winner say, whatever, it doesn't matter, because they know it matters. And they know by using disempowering language like whatever, they're going to get what they tolerated, and it's not going to be what they wanted. And a winner never wants what they tolerate. A winner wants what they want. So you have to start using the behavioral patterns and the language of a winner. And a winner will never say whatever. A winner will never give away their power. And you, my friend, are a winner. You deserve to win. So stop giving away your power. It doesn't matter what it is. Whatever is the language of a loser. And I don't mean that in a horrible way. Don't get all sensitive and whatever. I'm not calling you a loser. I'm not calling anybody a loser. People win and people lose. It's the bottom line. Whether we like it, whether we don't like it, it is what it is. People win and people lose. There's no whatever about it. And so if you're using language like whatever, you've got to stop, because whatever will turn into WTF, and you're going to look back and say, well, how did I get here? And it won't be suddenly. There's no such thing as suddenly syndrome. Bad shit doesn't just suddenly happen. Nobody suddenly gets way overweight. Like, nobody suddenly wakes up 50, 60, 70, 100 pounds overweight. Nobody suddenly wakes up broke. Nobody suddenly wakes up in a shitty relationship. It's been a bunch of bad decisions consistently perpetrated over and over and over and over again. And the easiest way to get yourself out of that vicious cycle is to change your language. Stop giving away your power through weak language. Guys, I don't want to beat this horse anymore. I feel like it's the first episode of the year, and you shouldn't abuse an animal, right? And so let's go powerfully into 2020. You deserve to have an amazing year. And if you're at WTF right now, know that you don't have to be there. Know that the thing you must do is stop giving away your power. Stand strong in what you believe. Stand strong in what you feel like you deserve. And right now, you might not feel like you deserve much, but I'm here to tell you, you do. You deserve everything you desire. And I promise you that you can be, do, and have all of it. But the first thing you've got to do is stop giving it away. And you give it away through weak language. Lose the word whatever from your vocabulary. When you make a decision, make the decision. And make the decision to win. Whatever is making the decision to get whatever it is you're given. And it's never going to be what you want. All right. So let's take 2020. Let's change our language early on. First week of January. Let's come into this new year, perfect vision, 2020, screaming for success. That's my desire for you. That's how I want to disrupt you and shake you early on in the year. I want to give you some inspiration to be better. I want to give you the knowledge, the tips, and the powerful tools to transform yourself into the person that you 100% deserve to be. All right, guys, we're going to have an amazing season of the Thrive Forever Fit Show. Podcasts are going to be coming at you weekly. Amazing guests. The thing you can do is correspond with me. Let me know what you want. Let me know what you need. Let me know what you want to hear. Let me know what guests you want on the show. Join my free Facebook group, the Wellness Lab Launchpad, Wellness Lab Launchpad on Facebook. It's an easy way to interact with me. I give free information in that group, tips, strategies, tools, knowledge, mindset, movement, meals. I give you it all. All you got to do is go join. I'll let you in immediately. It's a great, safe place for interaction just like this to help you get further faster. Guys, I love you. Enjoy yourselves. Have a beautiful day. Last thing you can do for me is rate this podcast. Go to iTunes. Give me a 5-star rating if you think it's 5-star. Give me a 1-star if you think it's dog shit. I want to bring you value. And the only way I'm going to know I'm bringing you value is if you let me know. Give me a rating. It helps other people find the podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, hell, maybe you can give a YouTube rating. I don't know, but at least put a comment down below. Let me know you're enjoying the show. Let me know what you want more of, and I will bring that to you because the show is designed for you to help you get further faster. All right, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day. See you soon.